Let's go through these pictures again, slow in detail. Now the first one, there's quite a few that I've taken from this one picture of NASA. I just couldn't believe things that I found. So this is that unusual one, the first one. We've got that round ring structure. Now here we have something from that angle, looks like a perfect round UFO sitting on the edge. I don't know what else it could be. It just doesn't look like a lava flow or one of those tubular growths or anything. If you enlarge it, you lose definition. So these are iPhone pictures using about 2 times zoom of the original enlarged NASA photo, which all the good ones are sideways on their image set. I used flash on this apparatus to highlight the structures here next to it, which looks like a landing base on Alex Collier's lectures, but could just be a growth of these peculiar tubular structures that are just everywhere on the moon surface. If you enlarge that, you lose clarity. It's very hard to say what it is. It's just here we've got these round things again happening, tubular structures. Here's that peculiar thing. It's got like 2 heads to it. It's like a big one there, it just sits there. 2 round growths on the edge of the crater. I'll have a closer picture soon with high resolution. I didn't use the flash on this apparatus for this picture, so this is one other view of it. There's things all over the place, especially on the ground as well. If I enlarge it, it could be clearer because I didn't use flash on it. There it is. It's just this peculiar tubular growth, or it could be alien made. It's bizarre. These are more of these tubular rounded things and growths there on the surface. Here's again a shot of the UFO. It just sits there. It's a perfect shape for a UFO that we see quite a few pictures flying over. There's a tubular, what looks like a growth, and 1 or 2 or 4 above it on the edge of the crater. That picture hasn't been flashed or increased clarity, so I can enlarge it actually. And there it is. It's there, and it's pretty big, and looks bizarre. And is it stationary or can it move? I don't know. I haven't found any pictures of these things with tracks or crawl marks. So here's a good one. I think I used flash on this. Looks like a platform in 2 layers, and on top you've got the perfect cylinder of like 2 components. If I enlarge it, it could be seen a fraction better. And there it is. It does not look like it's a natural structure. It's like platform. Could be a landing platform for UFOs, or here it is taken further away. You see these tubular structures next to it. Here's one that goes over the crater. It's tubular, looks like a long worm. This one is really interesting. This was in a crater. It seems there's a platform and something is just parked on there or sits there. That's the platform, and this is like symmetrical. The back of it or front of it has 2 symmetrical components, one tubular structure going over, then it just seems to grow out. Now these were very common to the moon rocks that were pictured as well. There was some of these things that grow sideways, exactly like that, but smaller. So it could indicate this is just a normal growth on the moon, and we shouldn't jump to conclusions. It's a UFO parked there on the side. It just could be one of these, like on Earth you got very large trees and you got little shrubs. And we did see these things sticking out of rocks in previous moon pictures, especially near the house rock, where we saw the cylinder and the slab. And we see these tubercles just jutting out sideways from the moon rocks. They could absorb light. Could be a slight atmosphere. I don't know what will sustain them, but we can't jump to conclusions on that one. And there's an S-shaped structure just there. It's a platform there. It's a flat. That picture's not that good. This is like a rib structure sitting there on the bottom of that crater. These are like nodules on the ground surface, the lunar surface. They're like barnacles. If you enlarge them, they just look like nodular structures or growths. Here they are again. It's a tubular structure. There's one tubular structure going across the rim of that crater. It looks like a long worm. It just sits there. This is a photo aberration of that UFO I took before, because obviously it's got the same ring, so I probably moved the camera. And you'll see these things on the ground as well, which look bizarre. Here's one there. It just seems to be composed of all these tubercles or nodules. There's one there. They look like long worms there on the ground, or growths. There they are, like barnacles on a seabed floor. Peculiar and bizarre. Here's that thing. It looks like just sitting near the edge of that crater on the outside of it, like a huge insect. Look at it. It's got one round top and these sideward projections coming off it. Inside it's hollow. Bizarre. Look at it. It's like a growth. And there it is. You just don't know what to make out of it. Is it something that can move around, or is it something that's grown there on the surface? There's some more of these worm-like or tubular structures. Here they are there as well. Barnacles or tubules. There's one very long one there. There's something there. Look at that. I didn't see that before. It seems to be parked there on that platform. There's a shadow underneath it. Look at that. It's just as though it's on two legs. I didn't see that thing before. There's one rounded thing there of tubercles. Again, the same thing there. There as well, the round thing and tubercles, or same. It's like a large growth happening there in that corner. There's plenty of sunlight, so if things want to grow, they've got constant sunlight there. There's no clouds. There's like a bright white thing sitting at the edge of that crater. Here's that thing that just strikes you as being a UFO parked there. Very bright and white. It looks like the typical UFOs that are pictured flying around the world. Some can be about the size of a football field, so that could be that size or smaller. But again, without closer resolution, we don't know what we're looking at. That's as close as I can get that resolution. There's that peculiar landing base, or just a peculiar growth there. There's that thing that looks like a worm that's just coming across. Tubular as well. There's that thing at the edge of the crater. It sticks out that way, and it's got like 2 or 3 of the growths on the side coming up. Don't know what that is, but it's pretty big. It just sits there in the crater. There's that picture of what appears to be the UFO park there. That's just a flash of that peculiar, could be a landing platform or a growth happening there. It just doesn't seem that they would grow sideways and produce all that figuration naturally. That's the only problem with these images. I just can't see how that can grow naturally, but it could. Here it is again. I think we've gone through these pictures. So yeah, these are all the ones I took of that photo. There's quite a few. And I'll take you back to one peculiar picture now, which I can't find the source. I found this picture in one of the craters. It looks like a huge platform sitting there. It's very symmetrical. There's one big platform there, and underneath it's like supporting structure. The only problem is I can't find it now. That picture, it's like it hasn't existed. And I've gone through these Apollo pictures 3 or 4 times now, and I can't seem to find that one. I call that a money shot. It's perfect. But I can't find it anywhere. So I don't know what's happened. And it happened just after I took the picture of that one there, which is from one of the pictures. It shows these curly nodular things that seem to form a habitat or something. There is as well, like tubular, nodular landing platform, or just growth, I don't know. There it is again. And there's one more. So when I'm trying to find these, I can't find them now. That's the problem. I can't find that platform, and yet I've gone through these pictures 3 or 4 times, the whole series from the first Apollo orbits of the moon right to the end. So I don't know why that one has disappeared, but keep your fingers crossed that I'll find the original. Okay, that's all for this series. Thank you for watching.